Hello everybody, this is Fredo Baba here and welcome back to the 2018 NASCAR Skittles Cup Series season. This is the Cartoon Network 301 at New Hampshire for the 9th NASCAR Skittles Cup Series race of the season. My broadcasting intro skills are still messed up because I haven't done one forever, but we are back nonetheless. Redoing this broadcast because the original one was all rubbish. Well, it was rubbish in many ways because I actually originally had this race plan going on the New Hampshire road course, but that was a race that I'll get into later. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the starting grid for the race. Starting on the pole for the race is Martrix Jr. Alongside him, second is the Xbox Nerd. Third is Fredo Baba. Fourth is William Byron. Fifth is Gary Narvik. Sixth is Chase Elliott. Seventh is Eddie Hamlin. Eighth is Bank Coaches. Ninth is Kyle Busch. 10th is Brad Keselowski, 11th is Grinchen, 12th is Tim Tom, 13th is James Murray, 14th is Bracer, 15th is Joe Logano, 16th is Kyle Larson, 17th is Douglas, 18th is Tom Ford, 19th I think is Don, 20th is Daniel Suarez, 21st is Ryan Newman, 22nd is Rebecca, 23rd is Eric Almirola, 24th is Alex Bowman, 25th is Doug, 26th is Oliver, 27th is Ryan Blaney, 28th is Bub Wallace, 29th is Jimmy Johnson, 30th is Kurt Busch, 31st is Nia, 32nd is Eric Jones, 33rd is Paul Menard, 34th is Austin Dillon, 35th is James 6th, 36th is Mr. Light's brother, 37th is Mr. Lighty, 38th is Derper, 39th is Mommy, 40th is Reese Sorensen, 41st is Cam Driver, and 42nd is Lennon Castle in last place. A very interesting starting grid with some very interesting paint schemes. And it's the second attempt I've tried to record this race because the first time, not only was I interrupted a few times due to a few things and the broadcast was originally rubbish, but I decided to record this or do this race originally on the New Hampshire road course. And I originally thought that was a good idea because I thought the New Hampshire road course would be an exciting race because reasons. Well, unfortunately, the race was caution after caution after caution and led to basically was Richmond all over again. And I think we've had enough Richmonds in this season already. So, but then some say that the racing at New Hampshire and NASCAR races is actually somewhat exciting. So therefore, we are doing this race here in New Hampshire today on the Speedway instead of the road course. So, this should be an interesting one. So Fredo Baba currently a points leader, but will that still be the case after this race? And I actually don't remember what happened in the last race because it's actually been it's been 4 weeks since I last recorded a NASCAR Skills Cup Series race, so my knowledge is a bit lackluster on the last race. So we're just going to go into this race and just see what happens. So with that being said, green flag is underway for the Cartoon Network 301 at New Hampshire. Ooh, cars are getting drifty going into the first turn and the second turn. Onto the back straightaway. Fredo Baba trying to make a run on Martrix Jr. on the start of the race. Martrix Jr. currently holding the lead, but here goes Fredo Baba trying to make an inside turn. The Relix Boxer is going to get a bit shoved to the outside lane, however, and Fredo Baba tried to make it underneath there, but couldn't quite close the pass, and Martrix Jr. will lead the first lap. But here's Fredo Baba making it underneath Martrix Jr., and Fredo Baba will execute the pass. And we are under caution already. It is the first caution. Is it the first caution? I can't see. Is it the first caution? It is the first caution of the race. Alright then. So, already there has been a lap number 1 accident and many things have occurred. Let's find out exactly what did occur, however, in this lap number 1 caution. Didn't expect lap number 1 caution here at the Speedway, but we shall find out what was the cause of the lap number 1 caution. As caution has come out, it looks like it came up. It was accident here in the back of the field. Very hard to see, but it looks like Alex Bowman got involved in this accident. And okay, so the field as a whole really went up into the outside wall. If we go into the helicopter camera and made plays in slow motion. So it started with Douglas Donald going into the outside wall, and along with Rebecca going into the wall as well. And the field in general just squeezed in with each other, and Alex Bowman got involved with Oliver. It was a bit of a domino effect for the most part. If we just watch this in slow motion, it looks like it looks like Eric Almirola turned into Bo Wallace turning into Eric Almirola, turning into Oliver, turning into Alex Bowman. It's basically a domino effect here occurring at New Hampshire. Jimmy Johnson is going to get the worst of it. He's going to spin out, go 180 degrees. And I believe that that he is going to get the worst of this accident. However, it looks like no one, however, has a blown engine. We do have some damage, however. Oliver with a significantly damaged car. So, I don't know what's going to happen with Oliver going to the remainder of the race, but we shall see. Anyhow, the caution, or the pace car will be coming out this time by, and we shall have the field line up. So, Martin Truex Jr. was shoved to the outside lane there just as the cautions came out, so this is going to make for an interesting restart. See who starts where, and see who decides to go into pit road. Pit stops might come into effect in this race. Well, they might. I can't say for sure. Oh, looks like Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, and lots of the field coming out of pit road. Kyle Busch, however, was going to stay out. So, a mix of strategies. Some drivers choosing to stay out. Some drivers choosing to come in. We'll see if the strategy... No, most of these guys coming in on pit road, actually. So, alright, so just some guys coming in on pit road, but most guys, however, staying out on the racetrack. It looks like this field, however, is having a bit of a mess here, so I can't quite tell what these guys are trying to do. So, Jimmy Johnson coming in on pit road along with Almirola. Oh, Bud Wallace staying out this time by, and Eric Jones doing so as well. So, same for Landon Couch. So, a mixture of strategy. Some guys coming on the pit road, some guys not coming on the pit road. Either way, it's going to be busyness on pit road. So, it's like Chase Elliott and Gridgen and Harvick and the lot are coming off pit road now. Overall, well, I say that, yeah, it's a very interesting pit strategy. So, Landon Castle was running in 27th, but he's going to make up quite a bit of spots. Landon Castle is trying to help his team Starcom Racing, because Starcom Racing so far hasn't done too well this season. Starcom Racing currently last in the point standing. So Landon Castle is going to try to play a daring strategy and try to put his team at least higher up in the point standings, or at least pass Can't Drive in the lot. Floyd DeBob, however, retains the lead in the race with William Byron, the rookie, running in third, with Bank Coates in fourth, and MTJ running out the top five. Meanwhile, the rest of the field, however, is just lining up. So Landon Castle, here he is, driving that Double Zero car for Starcom Racing. He's now 21st, however, in the race, so... Okay, so he's moved about half the field. So, okay, so these guys haven't moved up a ton of positions, but overall, driver is in very different side positions now as a result of this lap 1 crash. So far, however, 0 people have retired in the race, and Reed Sorensen currently now last in the race. Reed Sorensen driving that cool-looking Donald Trump car. Let's see where he finishes up and as the race progresses along. So we should now skip to the start-finish line. Alright, so we will be going green next time by. Let's see how the field lines up going on the start of the race. It looks like, however, we'll be single file for the entire race, unless someone else pulls up here and I get proven wrong. But it looks like that the entire field will start single file on this. Well, will be single file on this restart. So a lap 1 accident has already caused some confusion, delay on the racetrack, but that is okay, as we are now getting ready for the restart. So this time the field shouldn't be so bunched up, but we'll just see. Fredo Bobbin still the points leader in this season, despite all the stuff that's happened. Fredo Bobbin already has 3 wins this season. Meanwhile, the Willis Buster has one win this season, as I stumble on my words. But we also have William Byron, however, looking to get his first win ever in the NASCAR Skills Cup Series. William Byron won the NASCAR Siemens National Series Championship last year. See if we can do some stuff in this race. But green flag, we are once again underway at New Hampshire. The field, however, is already dicing on the start. It looks like that Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch trying to do the dive. It's going to be 3 wide for 4th place, but Bank Coates, well, was almost 3 wide anyway, but Bank Coates going to get shoved to the outside wall, and here is Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch now attempting to make passes. Bank Coates going to get shoved all the way to the outside, with Kyle Busch trying to keep his feet on the ground. Anyways, here's Freud Bobbin and the Willis Buster and William Byron now 1, 2, 3. So you got 1 professional, 1 also professional, and 1 rookie. Well, better to say, Willis Buster Of course, he's only been racing in this NASCAR Skills Cup Series thing since 2012, but the Bills Buster already showing his power. Bills Buster made his rookie season debut at YouTube Motorsports in 2012, and since then the Bills Buster has impressed, and he continues to impress this season. Although there's something have to rely on quite a bit of and we're under caution once again, apparently. Oh, gear, Oliver. Oh, gear. Yeah, that's the thing. Oliver, however, are having even more troubles in the race. Okay, there was a bit of a crash here in general. Looks like the crash started out here as I get into the rear. Yeah, okay, so there was already a developing crash here, which was disastrous when it looked like. It looks like that Domino was just rubbing the side of Aragon Rolla, and they crashed into the outside wall, and they just spun off from there, and it was a domino effect. And what you're seeing right here basically shows. So wow, so Aragon Rolla spun right around. Mommy got involved. Wow, oh wow, a big smack in the rear end for Aragon Rolla. If we take a look at that in slow motion in an alternative camera angle, let's go on the far chase for Derper here because he got the best camera angle. So what happened here is that Aragon Rolla just crashed the outside wall. It looks like Paul Menard got involved as well, but Paul Menard was able to get himself out of this worst case scenario. And it looks like Kurt Busch on the over there also managed to make it out. But Derper, however, it looks like he was able to avoid the crash quite well, but then came in Alex Bowman, who spun Aragon Rolla around another few times over. And the field itself, well, it looks like the field itself went by. It looks like that Mr. Lay was able to get by quite well, so even Mr. Lay's brother. But the disaster struck when Mommy and Oliver, as I next to the thing to you. So if we take a look at that from Mommy's perspective, yes, they just came right in here. Okay, so Mommy scrubbed, or Mommy, you know, he did it. He basically rubbed the side of Atlantic Castle, and then she went in and smacked the rear end of not Atlantic Castle, Aragon Rolla, and looks like that Oliver got the worst of it, and he now has a blown engine. Oh, and Mommy also gained the worst of it. Can't drive. Well, can't drive. A hard hit as well. So can't drive. Having a few problems. So it looks like they have a few people have now returned from the race. Looks like Oliver, a blown engine, just crawling his way to pit road, but now can't drive, and Mommy will be out of the race. They're now out of it. Their engines are blown, and they will not be able to continue on. So a bad point stay for both of those. Then Castle might use that opportunity to dig himself out of being last place in the point standings. It looks like he's on pit road as well. We also have Atlantic Castle with some damage on his car, however. So we'll have to see what that means for the 00 team in the race. It looks like this time, however, the entire field will be coming on the pit road. I guess everyone else is coming for pit stops. So this time the entire field will come in. I say the entire field. It could be the entire field except for one person. There's your pace car. Yeah, it looks like the entire field has come on the pit road this time by. Nobody staying out this time, and it looks like that the restart will be the same as it was on the last restart. I kind of hope that we don't see 7,000 crashes in this race, because, you know. But anyway, so Freud Bob will come up pit road first. Oh, looks like the Bills Buster and Marjorie Extreme with a bit of a slow pit stop. That's not good for either of those guys. So the positions will be manipulated by quite a bit. So that means that William Byron will now be second place on the restart, and Jimmy Johnson looks like he might just be able to roll off third on the pit stop. The Brothers Bucks Nerd and Marjorie Extreme, however, had a fairly slow pit stop. So Freud Bobbin, while still your leader, the places behind that have now changed by quite a bit. So William Byron will now be second place on the restart. Yeah, of course. And also, the fact when I did my first attempt recording this race, Chase Silley actually won that race, but William Byron came second, and the two traded places throughout the entire race with all the cars coming out. Oh, that was just a rubbish broadcast that you will never get to see because it was rubbish, but... Oh, so Lane Counts now falling back down to 38th, so... Quite a few lost positions now as a result of this caution. Looks like some people are still coming on the pit road, however. Looks like Danger 6 he came back on pit road. Looks like he's now being held up by the guy there who I guess is one of the NASCAR, well, one of the guys who just, you know, he does, you know what I'm talking about. Lenny Castle, however, coming back on the pit road, I guess they can fix up his car some more. I'm not entirely sure the situation behind Lenny Castle as of right now. But either way, we'll be going green next time by, so... no, we will not be going green next time by, because Lenny Castle on the pit road, so... Okay, guess we're going green next time by, then. Alright, there we go. I don't know what's up with Lenny Castle right now. Yeah. Looks like Danger 6, however, looks like he's racing up to the front. So I guess Danger 6 is going to try to do some stuff up there that may not be the best idea for Danger 6, but I guess he has something planned. Maybe he'll pull off a stunt in this race or something. Yep. Danger 6 so far hasn't done any crazy stunts this year, being the stunt man that he is. That might change today, however, as Danger 6 might have a plan. Ooh, we shall see. Anyway, but the rest of you remain single file. Alright, let's see if we can make it more than one green flag line without a caution. So I said to myself that this might be better than the race on the road course version of this track, but so far, however, we've already had 2 cautions. Maybe the cautions will stop now. We'll have to see. Anyway, Jimmy Johnson now we're also running up there in 3rd, just behind his teammate. Those are Henry Motorsports teammates now running up there in 2nd and 3rd, with Cowboys now in 4th. And we are underway once again at New Hampshire. Floyd DeMarco's going to get a clean restart. He's going to make it off flawlessly. Danger 6, however, he's getting into a bit of dicey. And Danger 6 making contact with Jimmy Johnson. He's going to hold up Kyle Busch and Dennis Suarez, and it's a disaster! It's a huge traffic jam on the back straightaway. The field is getting massively held up as Danger 6 has had a terrible, terrible thing happen to him. His car is now coming to a complete stop. Is the caution out? It is, nope, caution is not out yet. Danger 6, he is in the middle of the racetrack. No caution, then the caution has come out. I don't know what was going with Danger 6, but Danger 6, he just came to a dead stop on the racetrack and caused the field to just jam up. Although it looks like the caution actually came out for an accident on the front straightaway, it looks like what happened here. Well, this time was a very small crash, however. Bud Walsh got involved with Mr. Light's brother, and the two had a bit of a thing together, and Bud Walsh spun around. But I guess that was the reason for the caution. And there you go. Although it looks like the people are slightly, or the drivers are slightly calming down, but it looks like, however, that, although I guess we can say that the main reason for that caution was the traffic jam, because man, Danger 6 came to a complete stop on the racetrack and jammed up the field by a humongous amount, which was very bad. Danger 6 really did not do a good deed as a result of that incident. So, Danger 6, you may have to learn a hard lesson from this race. As Danger 6, you saw it yourself. So as a result of Danger 6 coming to a dead stop, we've now had another caution, which means more pit stops, which means more strategy. So how many people are going to stay out versus how many people are going to come back in. It looks like it's going to be the same scenarios before. Literally everyone's going to want to pit road this time by. Except for Duck and Blaney and Derper and a few other guys. Okay, nope, there's actually a few guys that are about to, or that are going to attempt to do a strategy. But take a look at that at pit road. So yeah, so the Wheels Buckner and Berkshire Jr. is still trying to recover from their still from earlier. Either way, Floyd DeBarban and William Brown make it off somewhat clean. Yeah, it looks like a few guys, however, will be not pitting this time by, so they're going to make for an interesting restart once again. But this time, however, some things have happened, and it looks like this time by Duck might just be the leader. This time by, we also got Ryan Blaney, Derper, and Bubba Wallace. Four the drivers being these drivers decided not to pit in that last pit stop. This means that Floyd DeBarban will restart 5th with William Brown in 6th, and we also have Lane Castle up here as well. So this is going to make for a crazy restart. Or Freundebach might just pass all these guys. Okay, Lancaster. I don't know what's up with Lancaster. He's on a bit of a weird cycle now. I don't know what's happening with him. Either way, so now Duck, Ryan Blaney, Derper, and Bub Wallace have stayed out this time. So they might pull off a bit of a strategy. So now Duck is now being scored at first place in the race. This is the first time that Duck has led all season, even though he's doing it under caution as of right now. With Ryan Blaney second, Derper third, and Bub Wallace fourth. I guess these guys have now tried to pull off a crazy strategy because so far we have seen none of these guys up front. So that might change today, however. So these four drivers, we'll see what they can do. They're fairly low in the point standings, so I guess now they're trying to at least boost their point standings. So this is very early on in the race. So they might get a good start, but they might not be there in the end. Meanwhile, however, the rest of these guys are restarting in their respective positions. Obviously, these guys now wind up all the way back here because they got slowed up so massively. So they're going to be all the way back here. So this is going to make... And here's... Okay, here's Danger 6 coming back out again. I don't... yeah, Danger 6, he's... Okay, guess he's just parking up on the guys. So, dear oh dear, that was a very bad mistake from Danger 6 on that last race, on the last thing, though. Because Danger 6, he just... You saw how he held up the field. Will he do it again? Doesn't really... Well, we'll find out. Either way, Duck, the Great Western engine, looks like he's going to try to do something the Great Western way, and he will restart first. So that's the first time that Freundebach has lost the lead in the race. Okay, just got a Steam thing. Did that appear? I don't think it appeared in the bottom corner, but anyway. Oh, here's Danger 6 once again. Oh dear, this might not be such a good idea for Danger 6. Let's hope Hicks doesn't make the same mistake twice and slope the field massively. Either way, the field will restart, as you see right here. So these top four have been in the best positions they've been in this entire season, all because of a crazy pit stop strategy. Well, these guys have decided not to pit as a result of that last caution. Although, what was interesting is that the reason why that last caution came out was because of a fairly minor incident. So maybe we can go incident free for the rest, or for at least another while. So we'll see. We are underway once again in New Hampshire. So here is Duck, the Great Western engine, leading the first laps he's had this entire season. Danger 6, however, he is being dangerous. As I mess with the camera angle, Ryan Blaney and many others are getting 60,000. This, ooh, not a pile up this time, but Freundebach, he is already powering through. Freundebach has acknowledged the existence of the pit strategy that the others have tried to pull, but here is Freundebach, now stretching his legs. Had a good restart. Ryan Blaney taps the wall. He tried to keep his position up for a while, so here is Blaney trying to keep his position up. Here we have Derper as well, who is a very slow car. We'll see how long he can keep up here. We also have Duck, the Great Western engine, but here comes Freundebach and the Relax Buxner, two powerhouses, attempting to chase down the Great Western engine. These two have proven to be very powerful this entire season, and we've had another caution. Yep, I think we're in for another Richmond. You know, the whole reason why I decided to come to this track was because I thought the race would be exciting. Yeah, this track might be another one that I may have to either dump or replace for next season because... Oh dear. I guess we're in for another Richmond style race where we have caution after caution until the final, or until the race ends, which could be within an eternity. Right then, let's see how pit stops play out. So Duck is still your leader as that restart, but more strategies are now coming in. Some more people are taking advantage of this. Looks like Gridrin and Clint Borer. Let's just go into the pit lane cam number 1 and see how many people decide to do a crazy strategy. So it looks like this time by, quite a few people are saying this time by. So we have Gridrin, Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman. I think that's Perserp. Rebecca and Alex Bowman choosing not to go on the pit road this time by. So this is going to mean a lot coming up to the end of the race. Unless the race goes green for the rest of the thing. I guess these guys, they want Oh, it looks like the Bisbal turned out a very slow pit stop. For the Bob now, but he made it out fast. So this time now, these guys are trying to play the same strategy as before with... So this time we have Gridrin, Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman, and Purser, Rebecca, and Alex Bowman signed out to pit this time by. So... yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like Derper was able to keep up his positions. And conveniently, Derper is now just behind Formula Bobbin. Derper here, he is an ex-Tobabin Motorsports driver, currently driving for Nework Motorsports. And Derper, he's trying to show Formula Bobbin that Derper can still do a thing, but Formula Bobbin's rather doubtful. But we'll have to see now. So the scores have updated, and they now show what they're supposed to show. Oh, let's see if anybody pit road. It looks like Reese Sorensen now is just getting ready to come off pit road. We also have Landon Castle, who is still doing something in this race. I don't know what's up with Landon Castle going on this race, but it's a bit of a mystery. So Keselowski come into pit road now as well. Chase Elliott currently all the way back in 34th or 29th now. Also, Denny Hamlin stuck on pit road. And Keselowski with a fairly broken race car. Oh, you know what I just realized? There was a caution that last time by, except I didn't actually check the reason for the caution. Yeah, let's go back just for the fun of it, I guess. Looks like Keselowski was involved. Oh, well, it was a pretty big accident this time by that brought the caution. Wow, okay. Okay, remember this thing here where everyone just come up the outside wall? I thought we actually survived this, but no, we didn't. William Byron riding the outside wall and just causing massive accident, and the footage speaks for itself, I think. Alright, so let's just skip forward a few laps. Let's get back to Gridrin because he will be the guy who will, or this time the NA, who will restart a race. Okay, so next time by. Alright, so there we go. So, quite a few damaged race cars once again. So that was quite a dicey move, however. Oh, that's for James 6. Let's check to see where he is. So, James 6, however, he's caused quite a bit of stunts in this race, but it looks... Oh, no, there he is. There he is. I was about to wonder where Danger 6 was, but there he is. So, Danger 6, first time he holds up the field. Second time he caused a caution. Now we have Reese Sorensen up here, so... these two may have to fall out eventually. Oh, we'll see if these guys crash out the race with crash damage, but... It's now a question of, will that actually happen? Either way, Gridrin's going to be the guy, or the NA, in this case, who restarts. Oh, looks like, oh, never mind, like Castle's just going on a cycle thing, so. I don't know why people do that, or drivers do that here in NASCAR this season. It's a bit silly. Anyway, here we are once again for another restart, and we are underway once again, New Hampshire. So Gridrin is gonna get the start, but here is NU6 already doing stunts and things. I don't know what. There he goes. And the foot's going by too fast for me to tell. Well, would you look at that? Not even just going to turn one and already. Yep, that was. Yeah, NU6 is being dangerous. I don't know what's doing. So there he is, spins out Ryan Newman, and Purser gets involved as well. Looks like Bowman also got involved into the action as well. Yeah, so that's a bit silly. So Gridrin and Clint Boyer still the lead with Floyd DeBob and just... I guess now he's racing back to the line at this point. So Floyd DeBob is going to get around Rebecca. Ooh, Rebecca's going to go into the wall though. But, yeah, caution that time we all saw it coming from a mile off. If James 6, however, had not been there, then I bet you that we would have gone through that caution-free, but, Yeah, you know that rule where the drivers or where the guys in the last place they start up here. Yeah, we might consider. Well, I think we already have considered removing that rule for next season because it's caused quite a bit of confusion and delay this season. This time, however, more strategy throwing the ball, but this time, however, staying out along with dangerous hicks. So I don't know what kind of stuff the Knicks going to try to pull off going into the rest of the race, but either way, most guys are staying out this time by, however. It looks like that this time, however, throwing the ball is going to be out there in first, so throwing the Bobbin will be lucky enough to reach. Well, say lucky enough. He's made the right decision to now being able to start the race at first. So, throwing to Bobbin. Now your leader once again in the race with Rebecca now up there in second. Rebecca, another rookie this season. So far we haven't seen Rebecca up front too much season. No, she's only one of two Solus Motorsports rookies, and she's only one of 4 rookies competing for the Rookie of the Year this season. Of course, Rebecca's also competing alongside with Nia, William Byron, and Bub Wallace. None of which, well, we haven't seen too much season. Although we did see Nia and William Byron do some stuff at the end of the race in Talladega. It looked like that Nia or William Byron could have had a shot to get their first career wins in Talladega, but couldn't quite seal the deal. Although Nia did wind up coming home second in Talladega to Brad Keselowski. Chase Elliott with quite a bit of damage, however, so I'm not sure the story with Chase Elliott now, but rear bumper completely torn off along with Douglas, and there was more crash damage, so we're starting to see more people drop out of the race. I guess the fewer cars, the better. Either way, how much longer until we can see a actual race? So here's Danger Six once again. I don't know why why is Danger Six here? I mean, yeah, it's because of the rule, but every time Danger Six decides that he wants to start up, well, I say it's part of the rules, but every time Danger Six starts up here, it always causes confusion and delay. Oh, Rebecca, remember, I was just talking about Nia in this race. Here she is. Now side by side with her Solus Motorsports teammate Rebecca. So, now I have Nia and Rebecca continuing the thing of female drivers in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series and the theme of rookies as well. Both drivers running for Rookie of the Year. However, Rebecca about to get the better position in this race, with Nia, however, now having to rely on these restarts to gain anything. Anyway, let's see if we can maybe do this. Let's restart clean. So here's Florian Bob up here at first. If the field remains unchanged, then Florian Bob might be able to dominate for the entire rest of the race. Even we're underway at New Hampshire yet again. Can we run without a caution, or will we get a caution? Danger 6 being a bit more safe in this race, but take that back. Nope, he isn't playing it safe. He's being very dangerous. Very dangerous. Field only just survives that turn. But it looks like we're gonna make, that's one lap clean. And there's our caution. Yep. Turn 4 seems to be prominent for cautions here at not Richmond, New Hampshire. As you see, Blaney spins around. Yeah, Blaney was up there earlier. I'm probably not gonna be up there now. Well, unfortunately, number 4 of 3,000 in this race. Well, I said that there can only be so many cautions in the race, as it's 90 laps. We're now 1/3 of the way through the race. This race, however, may be turned, is another caution fit. So for development, we'll be not pitting this time by. It looks like once again with mixed strategies. Some drivers choosing to pit, some drivers choosing not to pit. Rebecca will be one of the drivers to pit. Anyway, With that being said, the field will now restart as so. Looks like the Village Bucks is now found his way back up to the field once again. Martin Jr., however, pitting once again in the race. So, not much else to say for the most part in this race. I think Danger 6, however, is, well, basically, actually, is Danger still in the race? Yes, that is. Yes, he is, so. Oh, and he is up here as well, but she's a lap down, so she might do what Danger 6 does and start up here. There's Harvick. Okay, if you want pit road now, we have Nia on pit road, along with Danger 6. So I guess these drivers are doing something. I guess they're repairing their car or something. Either way, that makes me, however, that they won't be up here at the start of the race. Nope, they will. Well, I say that. Nope. So Nia already making her way up here. Phil is shrinking in size. So far, this we've lost half of our competitors. So Nia looks like she'll be up here, and Danger 6 will be behind her. Or will Hicks be up here at all? I'm not sure. I guess now Hicks is gonna have to race up to the pack before we go green, because of course we're going green this time by. Here's he's now just cruising around the racetrack. So we'll see if he's up here when we go green. He might be, he might not be, but we'll see. Alright, now, caution, we'll restart number 7 of, I don't even know. Alright, Hicks isn't up here. We shall go green this time by. We are underway. Serious Duck running up here, however, impressively, and here comes Danger 6. Looks like he's found his way up to the pack. He's gonna lose some things though, or some speed, I suppose. So we're gonna make it through turn number 1, 2 clean. However, we'll make it off of turn number 4 clean. Let's go into pit lane camera number 2. Green is still out. Phil races by the front straightaway. Are we gonna make it through this time? It looks like we will. For now. Alright, so looks like first time we made it run clean on this racetrack. Let's now hope the field strings out and we can have a battle for the lead. Impressively, no caution. Alright, so it looks like now we can put the cars behind us, and now we can have a race. And nope, never mind. Spoke too soon. I think I jinxed it. Yep, I definitely jinxed it. We went 2 laps without a caution, but you guys probably saw it coming from a mile off. And now, well, we made it 2 laps, which is a record in the race. We made it 2 laps without a crash, but it was bound to happen. So what was that crash for, by the way? Let's find out. Was it for Hicks? Doesn't look like it. So the field is mostly strung out. Okay, we're gonna have to actually analyze the accident when the pace lights came on, which was a little while ago. Okay, so the pace lights, so the caution lights came out right then, and okay, of course. Well, we tried, but yeah. So domino effects happened once again, and Joe Logano and Donald went right around. Neither of them have blown engines, but both of them really lacking now. So far, these guys up here have kept the cars clean. We have Floyd Bob the Riveter and Doug the Great Western engine. As of right now, running the best that he's done this entire season. Yeah, Doug the Great Western, he's trying to do things, but we haven't seen Duck up here, running up here much this season. So I guess this is now the turning point. Well, it's turning point for the time. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be here for a long time because apparently we're gonna have caution up to 10,000 cautions, which is basically how Richmond was. Yeah, well, if you guys saw Richmond, you knew that race was a crash fest. This race looks like it's going to be the same result. Anyways, pit road stuff is coming in. I think this might just be the case until everyone gets wrecks in the race. We have more fuel strategy coming into play, although now there's less than 20 guys in, or less than 25 guys in the race ish. So that last crash though wasn't the fault of Danger 6, but it was the fault of misfortunes here and there. Hey, Martrix here. Martrix he's trying to do things in the race, but hasn't quite been able to pull off the crazy move that we'll have to wait for. Looks like Sheezella's gonna go off the pit road before these guys, however. And Blaine's gonna beat Point the Ball off the pit road as well. Looks like Trix, he's gonna get off the pit road quite quickly as well. This will make for an interesting restart. So it looks like these guys have now decided not to pit, even though it looks like they should. Here, Land Castle. Looks like Land Castle, he's... Wow. Alright, never mind. Land Castle's not in his own world. I guess the field now just starting to just sort themselves out. So, let's fast forward and go to the future. Okay, so it looks like the field is all now lined up now. According to Bobbin has lost a ton of positions as a result of this caution though. Either way, we have 24 drivers remaining in the race, so we've lost almost half what we had originally. Now here's Zane Shakes once again. Zane Shakes still in the race, still could do something dangerous. Oh, it seems these double file restarts are causing more crashes than well, it's already plaguing this race, so. It seems, however, that in this race, it seems that the turns in general, these guys just cannot navigate around for some reason. Like, you would think these guys would just stay, or at least be calm about it, but no, they have to be a bunch of crazy men, or women. Which causes all these crashes that are happening in this race. Yeah, I think we're going to have to seek replacement of this track next season. Because originally, we decided to run the road course version of this track. Because, you know, we thought it was going to say, but no, that was basically as cautious field as this race. The only reason why I scrapped that broadcast now is because of the fact that it was rubbish, and I figured that coming here would be making race run away once again. I figured that coming to this version of New Hampshire would make a more exciting race, but nope, it's about as caution filled as Richmond, so. Anyway, Cleveland Border now leading, which, I mean, it's a cool thing. However, the field so far, while I say that, oh, it looks like Green's going to surge underneath Clint Boyer for the lead. So, we have a bit of an interesting battle for the lead here, so that's something. So, Gridgen going to lead this lap. And Gridgen now prevailing as the leader in the race. How long until next caution? Well, so far we've got more than one lap without a caution. Gridgen now just leading the race. Gridgen at one point, he was really up there in the point standings, but then Gridgen lost a few positions, or lost quite a bit of positions in the point standings due to a number of thingies. Ooh, impressively, we're getting more than that without a caution. Everybody's on their feet. When is there going to be a caution? Is there going to be a caution? No one knows. And there's a caution. Well, it was going to happen eventually. Well, we went 3 green flag laps at a time without a caution. I think it was 3 green flag laps anyway. Or was it 2 or 3? I think we went 2 or 3 laps at a time without a caution. And then we had a wreck again. I wonder what this... Oh, okay. Alright, must have been an up front crash, however, as we have some people on pit road. Okay, this one's going to be a bit of a story. So this time, Martrix Jr. got involved into an accident. So, Martrix Jr. got involved. Wow, Martrix Jr. plowed the inside wall. And and Duck got involved as well, and then was continuously crashing. Wow, okay, so let's see what happens in that crash in slow motion. So then what happened is that Front and Ball was on racing side by side with these guys, and Martrix Jr. was just trying to just run around the track with quite a few people in front of him. But then Kyle Larson, it looks like Kyle Larson smacked the outside wall, got slowed up, hit Truex, and then Truex was always going around, and Ridley Jr. came in and basically just finished off Martrix Jr. Martrix Jr. spun out, smacked into the inside wall, and now has a destroyed engine. And as a result of this, Oliver was also coming, or no, not Oliver, Duck was coming right through, but Duck had nowhere to go, also crashed into Martrix Jr., and getting into Chase Elliott too. And, Danger 6 got involved as well. Danger 6 with a bit more crash damage now. Quite a few domino effects. Looks like Brian Blaine got involved as well, so... It looks like that these guys will be able to make it through the accident clean, but Ryan Blaine now with crash damage, along with Danger 6 now with more crash damage than already. And Daniel Suarez getting involved as well in the accident, and Donald as well. So at the end of the day, Duck Hunt will come to a complete stop on the racetrack. So now Duck and Martrix Jr. have now fallen out of the competition of this race. Two of them with blown engines. And now two more people have now fallen out of competition in the race. Oh dear. Well, we're now halfway in the race, and so far, we've seen crashes after crashes. All the fewer cars, you would think that would mean less crashes, but... Eh. Like Castle now messing with the pace car. Then Castle like, nope, okay. I guess Lane Castle tried to mess with the pace car there, but decided got bored and quit. Looks like these guys, however, have kept the positions quite well. Some of you guys do have now more crash damage than did already. Brian Chase Elliott with quite a bit of crash damage now. For the most part, however, the field has done quite a few things. Okay, so now coming out of pit road. It looks like this time Gridge is going to stay out. Clint Boyd's going to come in along with a few guys. So, once again, some guys staying out, some guys coming in. However, because of these guys now coming in, Gridge is now going to have more, or going to have to put more of a fight. Of course, conveniently, Gridge now has his rookie teammate right behind him. So Stoss Motorsports now has 1-2. But there is Floyd to Bobbin right there, along with Kyle Larson. So here we have Floyd to Bobbin with 3 wins on the season, and now we have Kyle Larson and Elizabeth Butter with 1 win each. One of them could possibly do something in the race, but I don't know. Gridget, however, he's led a number of laps now, but will he be there at the end? I don't really know. This, however, has been a crazy race. I say crazy, it's just been crash after crash after crash, so... Okay, this time okay, so it looks like now IRL is trying to reorder itself. So we have Nega all the way down here. It looks like Derper now running in 6th. This is the best Derper's run this entire season, so... Derper lucky enough to survive all the carnage that's occurred in this race, so... That might put him up a few spots in the point standings, along with the rest of these guys. Clint Boyer, however, not doing too well in the point standings right now. You would think that Clint Boyer would have done better this year, but Clint Boyer not doing too well in the point standings, so he's going to have to do some crazy stuff in this race. Of course, winning won't lock you into the playoffs, but it sure will make it just that bit faster. Although this is race number, I don't remember. I think it was number 9, and actually I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, since it's, race number 9, it's been so long since I last recorded one of these races to the point where I've forgotten what's happened in the last time that I did one of these, but hopefully now we can not have stuff like that happen again, and I can actually record these races on a consistent basis. These races are fun to do. Like I said, I've been doing them too much recently because of some silliness. We also have Nia up here, so 3 Sobus Motorsports cars up here, so that's 3, yeah, so, are those only 3, well, that happened to Tim Tom. I think Tim Tom was also, actually, no, this is, hang on, nope. Nope, those are the only 3 Solus Motorsports #1 cars remaining in the race, and of course we also have a couple of Solus Motorsports #2 cars remaining in the race, but not much. There are only 19 competitive cars remaining in this race. So let's see how. I guess now it's a game of how long can we go until the next caution. That's the question. How long until the next caution? That's a question on everybody's mind. Pace car pulls off. Freund was up there in 3rd though, so he might power his way past Rebecca and Gridgen and leave them in the dust. Or Gridgen could put up a fight for so many laps. If we were underway once again at New Hampshire. So it looks like the first oh no, okay! Danger 6 being dangerous caused the race a crash before the things have happened at Kyle Larson. Already had quite a bit of crash damage, but it looks like that on a weapon here is that Danger 6 was coming into the corner. He pushed up the Village Spectre up into Kyle Larson, and it caused the Kyle Larson to spin out, and Danger 6 hit the wall as well. Looks like the Village Spectre managed to get off cleanly, however. But Danger 6 causes yet another caution in the race. You would have thought that Danger 6 would have been crashed out to crash damage right now, but no, it seems like she's trying to get enjoyment out of crashing under that crash damage. Looks like Rebecca will beat Freund to the line, however, only just though. Freund was just getting the run off the corner, and he basically just got right past Rebecca. Although it looks like the two are still, yeah, Rebecca's eventually have to get past Freund because Rebecca did beat Freund to the line, only just though. Yeah, Freund feeling a little bit salty after getting beaten by a rookie female driver. So Rebecca only in her 9th NASCAR Skills Cup Series race. She has done a couple of NASCAR Siemens Series races, but hasn't of course hasn't won a race, but she could win a race, but depends. Yay, more pit strategy happening. More drivers choosing to pit, more drivers choosing not to pit. Oh boy. Oh dear. At this point, like the drivers are trying. Well, I say trying there. Not really trying. Either way, it's resulted in yet another caution-filled race. Oh dear. Yeah, this 2018 NASCAR season has been the question of the sausage races. So next season, we'll make sure that we go to tracks where the racing can be more exciting at more tracks. Oh, it looks like Freund is having a bit of slow pit stops. Holy moly, Freund not doing swell after that pit stop. So where is Freund now? He is, well, he's currently being scored 3rd, but I don't think he'll be 3rd after this thing, though. So it's like Nia, she's going back down the pit road. I guess because she didn't do it the first time. I guess because she's lapped down, so therefore she goes back on the road. Oh, but here we go. More strategy coming into play. You know, earlier I was just saying that Clint Boyer wasn't the one in terms of point saves. Here's Clint Boyer trying to redeem himself. Clint Boyer hasn't done it yet this season, but here he is at least putting in the effort to do so, or at least putting in the attempt to do so. Paul Menard, however, now in 1st place. And what do you know? Paul Menard with a fairly wrecked race car, now in 1st place at New Hampshire. Yeah. So now it's Clint Boyer 2nd, Kevin Harvick 3rd, and Chase Elliott 4th, with Kurt Busch 5th. And Freund now ball back in 13th. Yep. Oh dear, Freund just wants this race to be over at this point, but hey, with this this race could have a crazy result. You never know. Anyway, let's get back to the start-finish straight. There's Nia and Danger 6 doing the obligatory drive up. So Trix is out of the race along with Oliver. So 2 more drivers having to retire from the race. So how many more drivers, however, will Danger 6 cause to crash out of the race? That's the question. Overall, you have quite a few drivers in here hungry for the first win of 2018. You have Paul Menard trying to run for a 2nd win ever. You have Clint Boyer trying to win his first race to a Haas. You have Kevin Harvick trying to win a race this year. And Chase Elliott still trying to get his first win ever. And Kurt Busch too, trying to win his first race season. And McMurray, well, you get the point. Yeah, here's Castle doing his games, but that's Castle doing a thing. With that having been said, here we come off of turn number 1. And now, once again, the game is being played of how long until the caution. Will Danger 6 pull off a stunt? Or will he actually be able to pull off the start cleanly? And will we have a different route for caution? We're about to find out. And turn number 1, Clint Boyer already putting the bumper on Paul Menard. And it looks like that the field will at least attempt to get off of turn number 2 cleanly. Clint Boyer, now your leader in New Hampshire. Clint Boyer, that's the first time all season been up here in first place. And here he is, trying to do battle on the track today. No caution. And here's Clint Boyer, now your leader. For now. Until either the next caution or until Freund Bob might catch up here. And alright, so far no caution yet. This is the game of how long can we go until the caution. Clint Boyer, however, still obtained the lead and still green. Surprisingly. Oh, Ballmer shoved the wall there, but here's Clint Boyer. Now running away in first place. Looks like Chase Elliott managed to make his way by Paul Menard. Chase Elliott, by having a fairly wrecked race car, sticking in his second. I think this is the longest this whole race we've gone without a caution. What do you know? There's no caution. And Clint Boyer, serial leader New Hampshire. Here is Clint Boyer, trying to put in the effort to win a race. Clint Boyer was signed on to be Tony Stewart's replacement in 2016. And Clint Boyer would drive the 14 car for a certain amount of time. This is Clint Boyer's second season at Stewart House Racing. Didn't get it done last year, and he wants to get it done this year. And now, he is currently leading in New Hampshire. It seems for the most part the field is just stringing out. So therefore, well, we can see if we can go caution free for the rest of the race. Oh man, I should really stop tampering with the cautions. Well, I'm not that. I'd say that's the wrong word. I should stop taunting the cautions, because every time I say, hey, we might go for cautions, then the caution comes out. So what's the reason this time, you ask? Well, we're gonna find out. Any wrecked race cars? Kind of. Oh, sort of. Not really. Okay, yeah, so these guys got it. David Slay's brother got caught up, and he basically spun out. And oh, Daniel Suarez chipped the rear end off of Slay's brother. Daniel Suarez now with a blown engine. Oh dear, that was not very good for Daniel Suarez. He now has a blown engine as a result of that. So Daniel Suarez, unable to avoid that wreck, he will now have to go to pit road. And Daniel Suarez is now done for the day at New Hampshire. He was trying his best to maybe do something in the race, but Daniel Suarez is now done for the day. Looks like Freund Bob actually closed way back up to 5th place. Yeah, Freund Bob was 13th on the restart. Calls back up to 5th. As for pit strategy, these guys will come to pit road. It looks like Freund Bob is going to be staying out this time. Freund Bob just wants to lead back. There's Rebecca up there second with Nia. I think Nia's a lap down actually, so she won't count. Alright, so there's your pace car. And Freund Bob now gains back the lead. So, yeah, I bet if the caution had come out there, Clint Boyer might have just been able to run away with the win from there, but of course. Freund Bob now has a bit of crash damage, however. When I say it's damage, it's not really damage, it's just a scratch on Freund Bob's right side. So let's hope Freund Bob doesn't have another incident. Well, I say let's hope. At this point, this race has gone in so many different directions to the point where it's not even funny anymore. Also, I realized, you know what I forgot to do after the Siemens race? I forgot to export the standings, so now I get to rewatch the end of that video so I can actually get the finishing positions. Yep. That's what happens when you don't record these after such a long time. You forget to do things. It's literally been an entire month since I last recorded one of these races. I think it was like mid to late October of 2018 was the last time that I recorded one of these races, and it's been an entire month, all because of the sausages. I'm glad to be back, but when I don't do things for such a big amount of time, I forget to do things. Either way, here's where I'm playing back into 20th. So we might see a few of these guys start up here. Either way, the field size is shrinking. Yep, this vid's not going for over an hour, and yet we're not even close to the end of the race. So, so funny enough, both New Hampshire road course and New Hampshire most people have to be reconsidered for next season. So, well, either way, New Hampshire road course not gonna return. Well, at least not until it's I guess fixed, and my throat's getting all wonky. And for Speedway, I'll have to find a more updated version of this track and find one where the AIs don't crash every single lap. Because New Hampshire can be an exciting place, but only when there isn't 7 million cautions. So that having been said, it's time for restart number 7 of 6 million. Off of turn number 4, green flag is underway once again. Before development, I guess now he's just gonna, well, unless the caution, he's just gonna run away from the race now. Well, unless the Business Box plays a plan. Also, the field is really, oh, Cliff Boyer hits the wall. Rebecca running second, however. Rebecca running the best position that she's done so far her whole career. Green flag is staying up for now. And not even one lap and we're already in the car. Okay, let's see what happens up. Douglas gets into Kurt Busch and they wreck. And they do things. Yeah, funny enough, already these guys have torn off front ends and none of them follow the race, so. Even the race on the road course was less stupid than this one. Oh well. I guess I would still use that race as the thing if the broadcast wasn't so rubbish. Oh well. Accidents happen. What's the accidents? Well, I guess you can't consider this race to be an accident because I was hoping this race would actually be decent, but nope, it's a rubbish one, so don't worry, New Hampshire will be reconsidered for next season. Anyway, once again, pit stops are a thing yet again. Troy DeBobbin is coming up here with this time by Rebecca, however, staying out this time along with Gurgen, Derper, and a few of these guys actually. Wow, Troy DeBobbin being one of the only people or drivers on the pit road this time by. Oh, looks like what? Like here's Nia with a blown engine. Not sure how she got a blown engine. We're gonna rewind and see how this happened. Not sure how Nia managed to get a blown engine. Can't say it was part of the. Oh. Apparently, was there 2 crashes? Yeah. Okay. What happened this time? This time, not Rebecca. The Real Bucks nerd is just rubbing the side of Ron Blaney. Real Bucks nerd crashes and flips, and no, what was it? Did he flip over? Oh, there he goes. Yep. Big crash. So, a few blown engines this time by. Any blown engines up here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like blown engines back here. So now, The Riddler's Puck Nerd, Kyle Larson, and Nia now retiring from the race. All with blown engines. As the crash continue to happen, the field continues to get smaller. So now the Riddler's Puck Nerd and Martin Truex Jr. both heavy competitors for the season now out of this race. Forming to Bobbin, your points leader, still leading in New Hampshire. I think now it's safe to say that Forming to Bobbin still going to have the points lead after this race. Anyways, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so even if he doesn't, well, even if he does think, I don't know. But either way, now the field is just going to do things as they just circle the field, the track, the sausages. Sirius Douglas, he's just crawled his way through the race. Let's put that with all these guys. I mean, what's funny is that we still have 30 laps to go in the race, and yet we're still doing things. So Florida Bobbin was the only driver that chose to pit this fast time by. So he is not going to be restarting quite a bit back in the field now. Well, I say quite a bit back. He probably won't be there for very long. The field now just catching up to the... Oh yeah, being code for 11. So actually, we only have so many guys up here now. Is H6 still in the race? I don't see X. And he is not in the race either, so we just have 1, so 12. Well, more than that actually, but you know. So let's see how the field lines up on this restart. So Rebecca is going to have the lead this time by, so Rebecca is going to be on first place for the first time in her career. Oh no, we have 20 laps to go actually. Alright, that's okay. So Rebecca, so now she's going to lead the field to the green flag on the restart for the first time in her career now. So Rebecca classifies, but now we have two new guys up here. So now we have Miss Lay's brother and Ryan Blaney. Now the two that will start up with the rest of the field on this restart. We only have 11 cars. Like, yeah, it's 12 people. The 12 drivers now going to be on the lead lap. Just 12 people. Here we have 20 laps to go. What could happen this time by? Will Freund Ball make it past all these guys within the last 20 laps, or will we have a crazy upset winner in this race? We will find out. Either way, Danger 6 is now nowhere to be seen in this race. And let's see how the race continues. So, off of turn number 4 for the 7th time of the race, green flag is underway, and Rebecca will lead the field to the green flag. Looks like her teammate is right there behind her though. Gridgen, however, gonna get shoved by quite a bit to the outside line. Jerper there up there in second, however. Actually, that's Gridgen. And Rebecca, she is going to lead a lap here. And Rebecca's going to make some history right now here in New Hampshire. Rebecca will be the 3rd female driver to ever lead a lap in NASCAR in the Skittles Cup Series. First driver to do it was Frona Tobal, but I mean, second driver was Danica Patrick, and now 3rd is Rebecca. Rebecca the rookie is now leading her first laps in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series of her career. Currently, this is Rebecca's greatest moment in her very young career in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series. As like crashes though, no caution yet. Alright. Look at Rebecca. She came from the mainland to join the steam team on the island of Solwas. And while Rebecca was a bit nervous joining the steam team at first, and Rebecca worried about being the slow coach, here she is, leading her first laps ever in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series and entirety of NASCAR in general. While Rebecca has ran a couple of NASCAR Simulations races, she hasn't, however, led any laps there. But she is now. But Gridgen, her teammate, is right behind her. This might become a battle of the two Solwas Motorsports #1 drivers. But here is Freund Bobbin. He's powered his way through the pack. And here he is, ready to pass the two solo sports drivers effortlessly. Florida Bobbin has been the powerhouse this whole season. Well, I say this whole season, except for a couple races. Here's Florida Bobbin with a few battle scars on his car. But that's not going to stop him. The powerhouse that he is going to eventually get the chance to overtake the two solo sports drivers unless they battle back on Florida Bobbin. Rebecca's still your leader. That might not be the case for so much longer. Here I am on the edge of my seat, by the way. But Rebecca, here she is. She's leading for the first time in her career. But there is Florida Bobbin, the powerhouse, right behind her. If Florida Bobbin was no longer in this race, Rebecca would be able to keep calm and just hold off Gridgen and possibly win the race. But here is Florida Bobbin. Now right behind them. Of course, I haven't noticed this is the Gridgen yet. Here's Gridgen in second place. This could be a three-way battle or not. The caution has come out yet again at New Hampshire. We went for quite a few green flag laps there, but I guess it was going to happen eventually. So, craziness is about to ensue. Florida Bobbin has now been able to work his way up to third, but will Florida Bobbin still be there after this caution flag, or will Florida Bobbin choose to pit? Florida Bobbin, he might do something that could be interesting. You know, you might now ask, will Florida Bobbin do what he did at Bristol and give one of the bank coaches? Looks like not quite. Derber here, he's running here in fourth, so Derber, interestingly, Derber here, he's right behind Florida Bobbin. Like I said earlier, Florida Bobbin is not Florida Bobbin, Derber is an extra Bobbin Motorsports driver, and here he is driving the slow Ford Fusion for Snail Road Racing up here in fourth. Meanwhile, we have Chase Hill up here in fifth, and Jimmy Johnson sixth, and all these guys are up here. And the field has shrunk significantly since the green flag. It looks like we've had some pit stops. Hang on a second. Okay, we missed that. Okay, some guys went on the pit road. But Florida Bobbin, however, is not one that goes on the pit road. So it looks like that the field is just getting smaller and smaller. We only have so many cars left in the race, and we still have 12 laps to go. Well, actually say that less than that when we go green. This is the field, however, which will be, or this will be the edge of the field on the restart. So Rebecca, she's in first place, and she has a shot to get her first career win, but some are doubtful, because Rebecca, while she's in first place, she has the powerhouse that has Florida Bobbin, only 2 cars behind her. So we'll be going green next time by. We'll have 10 laps to go on the restart. Rebecca, she's here, leading laps for the first time in her whole career. But she wants to get the win today. But she's going to have to hold off Florida Bobbin to do it. And Florida Bobbin is a very powerful force. So, it's no question of what will happen within the final 10 laps of the race. Will there be another caution, or will we go green to the checkered? Only time will tell. Rebecca would love to have at least maybe a caution or another, because then she'll be able to keep the lead for the time being, but that's only if Florida Bobbin doesn't get around her. But this is going to set the tone for the last 10 laps of the race. Will Rebecca be able to hold off these guys, or will she slump? We're about to find out. No restarter cars in sight. Green flag is underway. We will once again underway at New Hampshire. Gridgen is looking under his teammate, Rebecca. Rebecca trying to drift it and keep the lead. Rebecca's going to try to put the block on Gridgen, and she does it. Rebecca will keep the lead off of the turn number 4, but can't keep the lead for the rest of the race. There's Florida Bobbin attempting to make the pass. Florida Bobbin trying to dive it in there. But Rebecca holding the lead for now. Gridgen, however, is trying his best to keep back Florida Bobbin. And causes out once again. Oh, looks like we're still racing back to the line now, apparently. Yeah, it looks like this race back to the line game because the game came out back there. Looks like Florida Bob, however, is going to make it past Gridrin. And therefore, it looks like that Florida Bob will be restarting second on the restart. So that is not good for Rebecca. So Gridrin, he's going to have to really play with Florida Bob in these laps of the race. Otherwise, Florida Bob will clear Rebecca effortlessly, and Florida Bob will win this caution-filled race, this repeat of Richmond, this race that I wish that I didn't have to record, but unfortunately I do, because of reasons. Oh well, at least the next weekend will be a more, or should be a more interesting race. So the top people sail on the track this time by. Oh, by the way, we forgot to check what was the caution. Reason for the caution in the last lap. We didn't quite catch that. I can't quite tell where the caution actually, or where the crash actually occurred. So I have to go into the pace car and find out exactly when the caution happened. So let's just find out shortly, or eventually. Guys, I've been right out there. Who spun this time? Oh, it was one of these guys. Oh, Chase Elliott. Looks like, oh dear, Chase Elliott was having a bit of a battle with Derper. Oh, but then Chase Elliott gets into Derper. Dear oh dear. Chase Elliott fans are not going to be happy about that. I think Derper might be wanted in Dawsonville, Georgia after that one. Well, I think now people are going to be more a bit upset about the fact that, you know, Rebecca's here. So, yeah, that means that we're going to have so many laps to go until the green flag. That means that we're going to restart with only a few laps to go. Although Gridrin, he tried his best, but he just couldn't quite hold up Florida Bobbin. So Florida Bobbin, he's really going to attempt to get past Rebecca in these last couple of laps. But yeah, if Rebecca, the rookie, and Florida Bobbin, the two-time champion in the NASCAR Skittles Cup Series, looking to go for his third championship this year. So we have a mixture of scenarios happening here. Florida Bobbin, the master, and Rebecca, the young rookie. It looks like that nobody's going to pit this time by, so I guess it's going to be the way that we'll restart on the final lap. Okay, guess we have another lap then. And this I'm going to be going. Yep, nobody going up pit road. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, okay, so many cars left. Man, this is gonna be a really interesting race. Although Rebecca, seems that she's improving, however, at her blocking skills. Rebecca, she never really had a chance to perform well, at least not in front of us. She hasn't. You know, Rebecca. I guess every time that Rebecca would have a blocking chance this season, she's always been, you know, she's all been doing it like in mid-pack. But this is the first time Rebecca has had the chance to do it up front, all because of the amount of cracks and causes having this race. Rebecca has just been able to do things that she hasn't had the chance to do yet. And this is the first time in her whole career that she's had a chance to do what she is doing today. Yep. So with that having been said, here we go for what could possibly be the final restart in this race after a crazy crash-filled race. Green flag is now underway at New Hampshire with 4 laps to go. This could be either the race for history or the race for dominance. It's now Florida Bob versus Rebecca. Florida Bobbin, you can tell he's trying to get around Rebecca, but Rebecca, it seems that she's increased her blocking skills. Oh, but Rebecca letting the inside line open, but Florida Bobbin runs a bit wide. But Rebecca keeps the position this time by. She still does so for 3 more laps, but there goes Florida Bobbin. She's going to go on the inside of Rebecca. Rebecca trying to continue to battle back. She's trying to do something with Florida Bobbin, but the two are still side by side. Rebecca now trying to hold a position outside of Florida Bobbin. Here she goes trying to put the power down for these turns. Florida Bobbin, however, is right there. But it looks like that Florida Bob is going to clear Rebecca, and Rebecca trying to keep the lead will smack the outside wall. 2 laps to go in New Hampshire. Florida Bob is now retaking the points lead. The race lead. He's already had the points lead, but he's going to retake the race lead. Rebecca, she had a shot, but she just couldn't keep it. Rebecca, an inexperienced rookie. She tried, but unfortunately she failed. But maybe next time. White flag, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Florida Bob will now just pull away from the pack. What has been a crash-filled race, a repeat of Richmond. Well, I already said this was a repeat of Richmond. And fun fact, in that Richmond race, Florida Bobbin, after all the solid streak, Florida Bobbin was able to pull together and win the race. And that's exactly what Florida Bobbin is going to be doing in this race as well. Florida Bobbin, in the least surprising fashion, Florida Bobbin will win the Cartoon Network 3-1 in New Hampshire and will score his 4th win of the season. Florida Bobbin, still the driver of the season who has won a race more than once this season. And that's going to be Florida Bobbin's 4th win of the 2018 season. We were hoping that there was going to be a crazy race for the win. We were hoping that Rebecca would have made history, but sadly Rebecca just couldn't put it together. She tried though. You have to give credit for Rebecca for trying. You know, she tried. She tried her absolute hardest to keep Florida Bob behind her, but unfortunately she just couldn't execute correctly. But if Florida Bob was taken out at some point in this race, Rebecca might have just been able to snatch the victory away, but sadly, not today. But Rebecca, in only her 9th NASCAR Skittles Cup Series race, was able to show some promise. And Rebecca, of course, this is only the start of a very young career, but she still has a long way to go. So, with that being said, that's the end of this crash-filled race at New Hampshire. So let's go over the finishing positions. Of course, Florida Bob wins the race, getting his 4th win of the season. Gridgen comes home 2nd, Rebecca 3rd, Clint Boyer 4th, Jimmy Johnson 5th, Kevin Harvick 6th, Durper 7th, Chase Elliott 8th, Joe Logano 9th, Jimmy Murray 10th, Douglas 11th, Ryan Blaney 12th, Paul Menard 13th, Lane Castle 14th, Rich Slay's brother 15th, Kyle Larson 16th, The Bills Buster 17th, Kurt Busch 18th, Nia 19th, Daniel 6 20th, Donald 21st, Daniel Swartz 22nd, Doug 23rd, Mark Jr. 24th, Brian Kogies 25th, Brad Keselowski 26th, Ryan Newman 27th, Alex Bowman 28th, Allison Dillon 29th, Eric Jones 30th, Bo Wallace 31st, Brady Sharp 32nd, Reed Sorensen 33rd, Tim Thom 34th, Danny Hamlin 35th, Eric Conwell 36th, William Brown 37th, Kyle Busch 38th, Mr. Slade 39th, Mommy 40th, Oliver 41st, and Kent Driver on the field 42nd. So Landon Castle, I forget where he was. Landon Castle finishes 14th. He might just be able to use this as an opportunity to dig himself out of the hole of being last place in the standings. But either way, this is really going to shake up the point standings once again. So that was a crash-filled race at New Hampshire. Next race is going to be very interesting indeed. But there you go. So Florida Bobbin, still the only driver of the season so far to win more than once. So let's see how long it keeps that thing going. It's only the 9th race though, so we still have a long season to go. My voice is completely and utterly worn out, so I should just end this video now. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this race thing. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I shall see you in the next video.